Welcome students, welcome to the online platform which is being created by your own Discovery International School and with collaboration with the YCL, that is the Brand for Quality Education. Now, here we are going to bring about the best videos which you can follow for the JEE and the NEET examination for your preparation in both. So for that, we will be providing the best coaching faculty, but for that, you have to get yourself first of all subscribed to our YouTube channel, that is the DYCL or the Discovery International School with the YCL, and for that you have to press the bell icon over here so that you can receive the latest information or the latest updates, the videos which we will be posting time to time for your preparation of the JEE and the NEET. So let's get started. Now let's first of all change the color of the board. So, welcome once again, class 12 students. We were teaching about the type of crosses, and in the type of crosses which we were studying types of crosses. And in this lecture, we will be teaching about the back cross, what it means, and then we will be dealing with the reciprocal. So once again, going through, crosses will be happening between the male part and the female part. We know this. Gametes will be produced and the gametes will be fertilizing to produce the zygote. Clear? So, if I talk about the crosses types, first one will be back cross. Now, what is a back cross, first of all? If I say about back cross, see, by taking Mendel's monohybrid cross or dihybrid cross, any of it, Mendel took parent 1 with the parent 2. They produced the offsprings, and the offsprings were said to be F1 generation. Then again he self-pollinated with the F1 with another F1, and finally he got the F2 generation. Clear? Types of crosses will be understood by us if we consider this first filial generation. What is a back cross? Now in this, it is a type of cross where we will be crossing between the F1 generation, that is this generation, with back, that is either of the two parents. Okay, so what is a back cross? It is a cross which will be made by the F1 generation with any of the parents. That is, it might be the parent 1 or it can be the parent 2. Clear? So it is a back cross. Now, back cross generally consists of two types of crosses. One cross will be the test cross and the other will be out cross. The test cross and will be your out cross. So what will be your test cross? Let us find out. First of all, we will be hearing about the getting about the out cross. And in out cross, we will be taking the F1 progeny, and with F1 progeny, we will be crossing the dominant parent or the parent which will be showing the dominating character. Clear? So from either of the two parents, we will be selecting the dominating parent, and if we make a cross with the dominating and the F1 progeny, then this type of a cross will be generally said to be outcross. Clear? So let us find out what are the results of the outcross. Now if I talk about, we have taken the character height, and we know that height will be expressed by either capital T, that is for tall, and small t, that is for dwarf. Clear? So first of all, Mendel had taken homozygous capital T, that is dominant homozygous tall, with that of the homozygous dwarf. They gave gametes capital T, and over here it will be the small t. Both of these gametes united and became capital T small t to form the F1 generation. So this was your parental generation and this was your F1 generation, we can say. Clear? So in the outcross we will be taking the F1 progeny. So what will be the F1 progeny? It will be hybrid or heterozygous tall, and we will be crossing it with the dominant of the two parents. So the dominating parent will be this one. So this will be having capital T, capital T. Now what will be the result of this kind of a cross? Now this will be giving rise to two gametes, one your capital T and the other will be your small t. Whereas the dominating parent, because it is homozygous dominant, it will be giving rise to only one type of gamete, and each of the gamete will be having capital T. So when this type of a cross will be made, the progeny which will be forming will be either capital T or capital T small t. So we can say, if I am talking about the phenotype ratio, then this one and this one both will be tend to be tall in nature. So all the results will be 100% tall. I can specially say this. Clear? So test cross and outcross, these are the two type of back crosses, out of which we are doing outcross first of all. So in outcross, the result will be, that is, if I cross between the F1 generation with the dominating parent, entire jitne bhi plants honge, all the plants will be showing the dominating characteristic, whereas the dwarf or the recessive character will be getting omitted. Clear? Now, moving back to the second type of cross, that is the test cross. Test cross is nothing but, here also I am taking for the F1 progeny, and along with the F1 progeny, we will be now crossing with the recessive parent. So here is the difference between your outcross and backcross. So in test cross, we will be using recessive parent, whereas in outcross, we will be using the dominating parent. Clear? So as such, we see, according to the example which was taken by Mendel, F1 progeny was heterozygous in nature. So this is heterozygous tall, and the recessive parent will be showing the dwarf character, that is small t, small t. This will be giving rise to two different type of gametes. One will be having capital T and the other will be having small t, whereas this will be showing only one type of gamete, that is the small t. When this crosses with this one to form the zygote having capital T, small t, and this one will be forming the homozygous recessive, that is the dwarf condition. So obviously here we can say that this one is tall and this one is dwarf. So always we have to remember one thing, that always the result of the test cross is 50% tall, or 50% is to 50%, or we can say the ratio is always 1:1 for your test cross. Clear? So I think you have noted it down that what is the basic difference between test cross and your out cross. Both are type of back crosses. So from here we can write a statement that all test cross are back cross. You getting my point? All test cross are back cross, whereas all back crosses cannot be said to be test cross. Clear? Okay? Why so? Because back cross contains out cross as well as test cross. Clear? And in test cross, there is only the ratio 1:1 which is coming, whereas in the out cross, all will be showing the dominating character. Clear? कोई दिक्कत यहाँ तक? चलिए. So after that, we will be coming into the third type of cross, and that will be the reciprocal cross. Reciprocal cross. And as the name suggests, reciprocal. So what do we reciprocate over here? Now we reciprocate the sexes or the gender. See, first of all, we have to know that why is a reciprocal cross done? To identify that whether a gene is nuclear gene or whether the gene is a cytoplasmic gene. So by this theory we can say that gene is actually of two types. It may be nuclear and it may be cytoplasmic. So if I say about nuclear gene, so basically taking by the words, nuclear gene will be a gene which will be present inside the nucleus. Simple as that. The gene which will be present inside the nucleus, it will be said to be a nuclear gene. And the gene which will be present inside the cytoplasm. So what is there inside the cytoplasm of a cell? It will be either cell organelle plus it can be the cellular fluid, which is your jelly or plasma like condition. Just have a note in the cell biology that apart from the nucleus which contains the chromosomes, which contains the nucleic acid, that is the DNA or the RNA, there are other cellular organelles in our cell such as the mitochondria. If I talk about the plant cell, along with the mitochondria, they are also having the plastids which contain their own DNA. Clear? So cell organelles such as the mitochondria, such as the plastids, if I take the example of plant cell, then they will be also having the DNA of their own. And if it is the DNA, then DNA will be present inside the chromosomes. Clear? So this DNA will be having the genes. Clear? So the type of gene actually which will be present inside the cell, it is of two types. It can be distinguished between the nuclear gene which will be present entirely in the nucleus and the gene which will be present inside the cell organelles such as the mitochondria or the plastids, that can be referred to as the cytoplasmic gene. Clear? So how can we discriminate or how can we differentiate between the type of gene, that whether it is a nuclear gene or whether it is a cytoplasmic gene? So for that, what we will be learning over here is that a cross which is called the reciprocal cross. Now what is this reciprocal cross? Now just get it. Like once suppose we will be having the sexes male and the female. Suppose we have taken capital A as the male and small a as the female. So for the next time when we are doing this cross, we are just interchanging the sexes. So now the male will be taken as small a, whereas the female will be taken as the capital A, capital A. So this kind of a crossing when we do, then it is known as a reciprocal cross. Clear? So how we perform it? How can we just change the sexes? Now this is entirely done in your plants, which carries bisexual flower. When it is a bisexual flower, so this is a flower which will be having the anthers and it will be having the stigma, style and ovary. So this is the female part and this is the male part. When I'll be making this as a male flower, then what will I do? I can consider that I'll be only taking in use the stamen part, whereas I'll not be using the ovary part, so I can just cut it off. Clear? Or else when I'll be making this as a female flower, then what can I do? I'll be now using the ovary, stigma and style, whereas the pair of anthers, I can just remove this by emasculation and make this flower a female. Clear? So by this we can easily distinguish or we can change the sexes of a particular bisexual flower and we can indulge into reciprocal cross. Clear? After this, you have to have a certain idea that what is the work of a male gamete and what is the work of a female gamete during sexual reproduction. The concept which we will be using over here, that will be used to make an understanding of the reciprocal cross. So first of all, suppose here is your male gamete, here is the male gamete, and here is your female gamete. Both the gametes unite and after union they will be forming the zygote. We know this very well. Now, we have to understand one thing, that during fertilization, the male gamete only shares the nucleus to formation of this zygote, whereas the female gamete shares both the nucleus plus the cytoplasm in the formation of zygote. Get it one thing once again? Male gamete and female gamete fuses or fertilizes to form the zygote. But during the formation of the zygote, male gamete only contributes by sharing the nucleus. It does not share the contents of its cytoplasm. Clear? Whereas if I say about the female gamete, then it will be sharing or it will be providing both the nucleus as well as the cytoplasm. Clear? So if you have this concept in clear, we can easily make an understand as to how to distinguish between the nuclear gene and the cytoplasmic gene of a reciprocal cross. So let us see. First of all, let us assume one condition. First condition, we will be assuming that the gene height, the character for the gene which is for the height character, suppose this is a nuclear gene. Suppose this gene to be a nuclear gene. Clear? Then what will be happening? Let us see. Now, we know that height has been expressed by capital T and small t. We know this. So, let this be the male and let this be the female. First of all, we can take homozygous tall with the homozygous dwarf, and both these genes, which type I have supposed? Both of them are nuclear genes. So as such, the gametes will be having one each of the gamete. Both of them will be uniting to form all tall plants. This is very easy. Now if we perform a reciprocal cross, now we will be interchanging the sexes. So over here we have capital T as a male, but now we will be using capital T as that of the female. Whereas small t over here we have used as female, we will be using it as the male. So again, they will be producing one kinds of gametes each, as they are homozygous in nature. Both of these gametes will unite and they will be forming the zygote, where all the plants again will be tall. All plants will be tall. Here also all the plants will be tall. So we can make a conclusion over here that if it is a nuclear gene, if the gene is nuclear, then the results of the reciprocal crosses which will be performed, the results will be identical. We have to get it clear. Here also they were all tall plants. Here also all the plants were tall. So if the gene is nuclear gene, then we can say that the reciprocal crosses will be the same, or vice versa. If under performing a reciprocal cross, both the result turn out to be the same, then we can say that that particular gene is a nuclear gene. Clear? So we had what we had supposed in the first case, that this height, the character height के लिए जो gene जिम्मेदार है, that is a nuclear gene. So just now we will be moving further and we will be now supposing the next part, that is the second assumption we'll be making, that suppose the gene for the character height, let it be a cytoplasmic. Let it be a cytoplasmic gene. Again, it will be expressed by either capital T or small t. So now, suppose this is the male and this is the female. So here we will be having a male gametic cell and here we will be having a female gametic cell. The male gametic cell will be only giving the nucleus as per as the previous slide which we has gone, and the female will be having the nucleus along with suppose small t, and over here it will be capital T. Clear? Now when the zygote will be formed over here, so as per as the concept which we have used before, the zygote which will be produced over here will be utilizing the nucleus from the male. So none of the cytoplasmic part of the male is coming to the zygote, only it is sharing the nucleus. Clear? So all the genes which are inside the nucleus will be appearing in the zygote, 50% of the genes, whereas the 50% of the nucleus will be coming from the female to the zygote. Along with it, the cytoplasmic gene will also be transferred over here at a whole. So when this zygote will be growing up, it will be the individual that will be here. Small t will be a homozygous recessive condition, so it will be getting expressed, and here we can say that the plants which are being produced, the plants are dwarf. Clear? The plants are dwarf. Why they are dwarf? Because the cytoplasmic gene which is being present over here, it is now expressing itself because it is homozygous recessive, and hence all the plants have become dwarf. Now we will be performing the reciprocal cross of the same. Here we have taken again the male and the female. So now again the gamete, this will be the nucleus. Now we will be alternating the sexes. So here small t we have taken as female, but here small t we will be taking as the male. Whereas the female gamete will be now the nucleus and capital T, capital T. The zygote which will be producing will be having the nucleus, and now as per as the rule, the female will be sharing its cytoplasm to the zygote, and now capital T will be entering into the zygote's cytoplasm. So now this is the zygote, and as you can see, the result has been changed. Now all the plants which will be produced, all the plants now will be tall. So you can see the two results are differing. Clear? And now if the results of the reciprocal cross differs or they are non-identical, it means that the gene which is used is a cytoplasmic gene. So from here we can make the reference or conclusion that if the result of the reciprocal cross, if this result differs or differentiates, then the gene which is being transferred or which is being used has to be a cytoplasmic gene, and it can never be a nuclear. Got it? Clear? So if the result of the reciprocal cross is similar, as we have studied earlier, then the type of gene will be nuclear. And if the result of the reciprocal cross differs or it is non-identical, then the type of gene will be cytoplasmic. Clear? So keep this to here. In the next class, we will be starting with a couple of numericals. Yes, a couple of numericals which will be based on Mendel's inheritance and heredity. Clear? So till then, get subscribed to our channel if you have not done so, so that we will be providing you with the latest videos. Clear? Go through, live a safe life at home. Thank you.